day in and day out.
High drive, right center. Garcia back, track, wall. See ya! A home run for Judge. Back to.
So is Aaron Judge the second coming of Barry Bonds? I think that is true. He's on that God tier level of Barry Bonds. It's just him and honestly nobody else. And unlike Barry Bonds, he's doing this clean, right? No steroids or of any kind, right? Aaron Judge is really just one of the greatest hitters of all time, right? We can honestly just admit that right now. But he needs to win a ring. And obviously we know that he plays for the Yankees. He's got to win a championship. He can't go down as another Don Mattingly, right? That just cannot happen. But when it comes to this man, Aaron Judge, this guy is just unstoppable. It's quite frankly just insane what Aaron Judge can do, right? The only way you can really stop him is just by intentionally walking. Now, Michael Kay on his show brought up, a good point. I think it was a couple of days ago when it comes to the intentional walk. I think it was during the Toronto Blue Jays series when he got intentionally walked like 3 times in a row, right, for that whole game. And, he brought up the point where in football, when it's the fourth quarter with 2 minutes left, you're having a 2-minute drive, and you're down a touchdown, Patrick Mahomes is going to have the ball. Like, he's going to have the ball to try and win the game. In basketball, we have one shot left, with 5 seconds left on the clock. You have one shot. The ball is going to go to Steph Curry. He's going to have a chance. It's going to go to LeBron. It's going to go to KD, Kyrie, Luka, so on and so forth, right? It's going to go to your star player for a chance to tie the game or win the game, right? But in baseball, when you're down a run and, it's the bottom of the 9th or even top of the 10th, bottom of the 10th or whatever, first of all, there's no guarantee that your best player, aka Aaron Judge, is going to get an at-bat. But then on top of that, even if he does get a bat, the other team has the opportunity to just take that potential at-bat away from Aaron Judge, right? They can literally eliminate Aaron Judge from the play by intentionally walking, which honestly, if you think about, is kind of insane, right? Because Barry Bonds used to get this treatment all the time. He used to get walked so many times. And, a lot of people do come out, spend their hard-earned money to see Aaron Judge hit, right? Even if you're pitching for like a walk, right? Just pitching around him purposely, you could hope for, maybe the pitcher makes a mistake and you could take advantage of that and try to do that. That's still okay, even though it's still annoying. But with the intentional walk, there's just no rule against it. And you could just basically walk any pitcher anytime, as many times as you want. Now, for me, it's just kind of crazy with the amount of intentional walks. You're giving him a free base hit. But, with Aaron Judge, he could potentially have more hits, more homers, doubles, higher OPS if for all those walks, he was able to get a hit off it, make something happen. And they should change the rules with this, right? It happened to Barry Bonds. It only happens, with great players. Ohtani, same treatment as well. I think they should really change the rule with if you intentionally walk a player, it should be, all right, the first time you go to first base. Now, the second time you walk the same player twice, the same game, now it's a double. You go to second base. And if you walk him the third time, to triple, and so on and so forth, right? If you walk him 4 times, that'd be a home run. Now, that should put some pressure on the opposing teams, make sure, to not overly abuse that intentional walk. Or maybe that would help a little bit. Maybe you have some other rule. Maybe you just want to, at the bottom of the 9th, have Judge bat, because this guy is just special. He's having an historic season in a league now where the league average is what, 248, 243. Low batting averages, a little bit more power. Everyone's throwing, 102-mile gas. Like, all these prospects coming up throwing insane pitches. Like, it's just ridiculous. And in that type of season, or in that type of era, Aaron Judge is hitting 324 with 40 home runs, on pace to honestly beat his 62 home run record, which nobody thought was going to get beat by anyone and without steroids, right? And now Aaron Judge is on pace again to beat it, unless teams intentionally walk him. And that's the issue with the intentional walk, taking the bat out of Judge's hands. In basketball, like, you can double team Curry, you could double team LeBron, KD, and all these guys, but you can't literally just take the ball out of their hands. You know what I mean? With same thing with Patrick Mahomes. You can try blitz packages, you can try all these different types of defenses, but Patrick Mahomes is going to touch the ball. He's going to have some sort of impact on offense to put up points, to potentially put up points. But with Aaron Judge, with the season he's having, and, for baseball, for history, you want him to continue this type of Barry Bonds type of season, just this type of baseball, but with this intentional walk rule, it's just hurting the sport. It's hurting his play. The same thing with Ohtani, right? It's not just Judge. Like, players like Ohtani, players with high batting averages, high home run rates, like Vladdy as well. Like, you're taking the ball out of your star players' hands. You're taking the bat out of the star players' hands, and you're really just preventing, more history to happen. I get it, teams want to win, but it should be done in a fair manner, right? If your pitching is good, you should rely on your pitching to take out Judge. You should rely on your pitching to take out Vladdy, to take out Ohtani, to take out Trout, Roldis Garcia, Seager, all these different star players and all these teams. Yordan Alvarez gets walked a lot as well, so he's second to Judge. Rely on your pitching, but it's just because then a historic season like this, you're just left with what ifs. So, same thing with Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds could have had more. I know he cheated, right? Steroids, but steroids doesn't change contact. It just helps with power. And, we could see another legendary season, the Barry Bonds reincarnation, but these intentional walks have to stop so we can appreciate the sport more with players like Judge and Ohtani and Vladdy and all these great hitters, Yordan, right? So, but it's just amazing to see what Aaron Judge can do. I mean, there's just no stopping him. He could hit any ball. He could hit opposite field. He could pull it to left field, center field, base hits, 3-hit games, 2-hit games, 4-hit games. He can reach outside of the strike zone, reach in the strike zone, draw walks. He can do everything. He's one of the best hitters in this generation that I ever see hit, right? And it's just ridiculous, right? The Yankees really do have to win this year. He cannot go down as another Don Mattingly. You have Soto, you have Jazz now, you have a better Anthony Volpe, you have a really red-hot Austin Wells, you know what I mean? And you're standing back, and this just got to win a championship. You got to take advantage of this type of era where sort of every team is just hitting, below 250. You got to do it. You got to keep enjoying this historic season from Aaron Judge while we have him in the league, So it's crazy. You go from Derek Jeter and A-Rod to Aaron fucking Judge, right? The luck of the Yankees. So, but anyway, I just wanted to say that. Let me know your thoughts, and more to come. So take care.